example number 5, we are going to be dealing with roots. If you have root signs, we are going to change them into exponential. Now, what we need to understand is the following. If we have a root, let's start with the basic one, the square root. If I give you something like this and then I say you have square root of x. Now, what do you have here? There are certain things that we have here. Let's highlight the things that we have. Here, this thing here, this x has an exponent of 1. I'll find it. And then this root here, if they didn't write anything, here, there's a what, there's a 2. I will still find.
Yes.
So if you are given something like this here, they say, which this thing here, it can be written as follows. I am going to write the x with its exponent. So x is going to be x to the power of 1 like this. And then if you have a root, this thing here can be written as 1 all over 2. And then you can raise the power to the first power. You say this one multiplied by this one. And then it's going to give you x to the power 1 all over 2. Then you can differentiate. But first, you should be able to have the skill here. Now, let's differentiate. How do you know which you have a root and then you have a constant multiplied by a root? If they can give us something like this, but 3, and then by root x. And then they can also give us something like this. I want us to check the difference. Is there a difference between this one and this one?
Yes.
The one, this one, it's a constant multiplied by the root. Okay? This one is a cube root. How would I write this one? Let's start with this one. How would I write this one? Okay, this one we said this one is to the power of 1. Okay? So it means which is going to be x to the power 1 all over 3. I will find.
Yes.
Now let's look at this one. How is this one going to look like? You are still going to write the 3. But here, if they didn't write anything, it means which is a what? 2. So you're going to have 3 open bracket. And then we have x. And then you can write this one as 1 all over 2. Is it always 1 all over 2? No. It depends. It depends on which is the exponent. This one here it's what. So let's say they give us something like this, but you have a cube root of x squared. You see this one again? So what's going to happen with this one? I mean, I'm saying let's not claim it. Which one is going to go to the numerator? Which one is going to go in the denominator? What you need to remember is that when you're going to write x squared exactly the way it is. And then this root, it can be written as an exponential fraction. So this is going to be written as 1 over 3. Then once you're here, you will see which you will say this one multiplied by this one. If you say 2 multiplied by 1 over 3, if you're not sure, just type it in your calculator. So shift clear all equals 2. So you can say 2 multiplied by 1/3. And you will see it's going to give you 2 all over 3. But just in case you're not sure, there's nothing for you to make a mistake. You see, you get what 2 all over 3. And then you come and write, okay, here I'm going to have x, which is going to be 2 all over 3. Now it seems as if what is happening here. Look at this again. The one that is inside here, it's the numerator, and then the one that is coming from the root is going to be on the denominator. So you have 2 all over 3. Just like here, if you look at this one, remember what did you say? You said we have 2 again. We have 1. The one inside went on top is the numerator. The one which is outside, it went to the denominator. So you have 1 all over 2. Okay, why is this important? It's important because now we cannot differentiate a root. We first have to apply the exponential laws. So let's do number 5. Example number 5, number 1 first. So what are we going to have here? We are supposed to first say this thing here is still going to be equal to, I'm not differentiating again. I'm going to write it as an exponential. If I'm going to write this as an exponential, what is this? It's a cube root again. So if it's a cube root, it's going to be written as x to the power 1 all over 3. Sharp. Then as soon as I get this back, they will give me a mark. So there's a mark for you being able to apply your grade 11. Now from here, then you can differentiate. Then we have f of x. If we have f of x, what are we going to look for? But we are going to look for what? For f prime of x. Can you see that? Okay? So what am I going to have here? I'm going to have f prime of x, which is going to be equal to, you say 1 all over 3 multiplied by the constant here, which is 1. Okay? So you're going to have 1 all over 3 x. Then you're going to have 1 all over 3 minus 1. We stay fine. Now, if you're not sure, again, you will say 1 over 3 minus 1. So it means you have 1/3. You have 1 third, and then you subtract 1. So how many thirds are you going to be left with? You're going to be left with minus 2 thirds. You don't know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to your calculator. Say 1. 1 minus. Oh, it's 1/3. It's 1 third. And then we have minus 1. So you're going to have minus 2 thirds. It's fine, right? Now, you can write this as 1/3 x to the power minus 2/3. And then usually they would say which we should leave our answer in a positive exponent. If we are supposed to leave our answer in a positive exponent, they would give us that instruction. If they didn't give us that instruction, we would stop here. But if they gave us that instruction to say leave your answer in a positive exponent, this x is on the numerator. Its exponent is negative. If it goes from the numerator to the denominator, what is going to happen is that the exponent is going to change. If it was positive, it becomes negative. If it was negative, it's going to become what? Positive. So the answer here is going to be 1 all over 3, which is this one again. And then I'm going to have x to the power of 2 all over 3. It was negative again. If you take it to the denominator, it becomes what? Positive. Yeah, we are encouraged to leave our answer in a positive exponent. But it's not the end of the world. If you didn't know how to do it in grade 11, grade 12, most of the time, they usually don't give us a mark for putting it in a positive exponent.